Compound by S.A. Bodeen is the latest in what almost could be seen as a dystopian society style novel, while still remaining not one falling into this category that has become so relevant and prevalent in young adult literature. Most of the story takes place in the compound, built by the father of the family, who is probably the single wealthiest man in all of, basically the world. The family has grown up to be rich, taken care of, spoiled, while never really struggling until the events of a nuclear disaster, which prompts them to run to the compound and go underground to survive out the nuclear winter after the disaster has happened. The father, the mother, Lexi, the oldest daughter, Eli, one of two twins, because the other one did not make it, Eddie, and Therese, the Little Miss Perfect sister, all live together to survive in this single compound for at least 15 years when the door unlocks automatically. Now the problem with this is soon they find that as perfect as their dad is, and as great as he is as planning things, it looks like he may not have planned perfectly, because stuff is starting to run out. And as Eli starts seeing this and hearing things from his sisters that they say, and his mom, and then also little other things start slipping, especially his dad, who's starting to turn sick, and he starts getting careless. Eli starts to question, what if it wasn't real? What if my brother my twin brother who got killed is still out there? What if my father lied to me this entire time? Is the world still there and we're just stuck down here for nothing? Which prompts Eli to go into action. And you have to read the book to find out exactly what Eli does and what comes of everything. Is his father telling the truth? Is the world destroyed? Or is his brother and his grandmother and his dog Coco still out there in the world? And if so, who is at fault? Is his dad, his mother? Who is lying to him? Who is trying to protect him? And then why would they be? S.A. Bodeen sets a very small setting for such a large idea and story and crowded characters, which makes the fuse and the time bomb aspect of this book and the characters, when they explode, that much more intense, with adding elements that can be disturbing, and yet with how our society is working towards and writing and seeing, make perfect and complete sense. That makes you question your own of what would you do for survival? How many steps would you take to make sure you survive versus someone else? And what does a person's life really mean to you? How far would anyone go to survive? And this exploring aspect of this in the characters that comes across to the reader and prompts the reader to think about it themselves adds a depth to this book that you would never, honestly, when I started reading, never think about that might be there. Like I said, it's dystopian in the fact that it takes place, it's supposed to be after a nuclear war happens, world destroyed, etc. But really, it's more about family and the relationship entanglement between not only the ones who survived, but what they lost with the ones who didn't make it down to the compound with them, and how that has affected them since, considering Eli was 9 years old when he got taken down, and we really don't start reading and getting to know him until he's 16. They've been stuck down there for 7 years. So Bodeen wraps you up in the characters and the dynamic shifts between them and the interplay, the sparse interplay we see with the dad and the mystery of him, and then also what exactly is happening with the mom is very keeps the tension there, sometimes even when it shouldn't be. Very, very specific writing, good description of characters, way they look, even the little changes in how they look, even day to day, are noted and actually mean something in the story. And he provides that constantly in the description. Dialogue, he doesn't fall in that trap of sometimes dialogue, they try to be too cool and follow how young adults might speak, and he doesn't fall in that trap, which is good, because for one thing, they've been out of society so long they wouldn't necessarily keep up with the dialect, and it doesn't cheapen the story and the seriousness of this story. So if you like, I mean, honestly, I would Hunger Games, Maze Runner, books like that. This is an excellent choice. Uglies would be, if you're a fan of the Uglies series, this is a great choice. It's The Compound by S.A. Bodeen. Go check it out.